The man noticed something strange. It wasn't migration season yet, but flocks of seabirds were desperately flying south. Their formation was chaotic, not like a normal migration, but more like they were fleeing from something. Could something terrifying have happened in the sea? So frightening that even the birds in the sky were trying to escape? Just as the man was trying to make sense of it, his dog began barking furiously. He rushed over to check, only to find that his once lively and energetic dog had suddenly dropped dead on the ground. Stunned and overwhelmed, the man had no idea. A disaster was about to unfold. The coastal station soon noticed something strange out at sea. A thick fog had suddenly risen 10 nautical miles away. While it was a bit unusual, fog over the sea isn't rare, so they didn't think much of it. But what they didn't know was this fog was anything but ordinary. At that moment, a small boat was still drifting out at sea. The people on board were partying and carefree, completely unaware that danger was closing in on them. When they tried to return, they found that the engine had suddenly stalled and a dense fog was rolling toward them. From a distance, the fog looked more like a swarm of ghosts. In no time, the fog engulfed the small boat. It moved as if it were alive, slowly creeping around the vessel from all sides. In an instant, all the ship's instruments began to malfunction. The radar, still spinning, picked up something inside the fog. When Bob tried to take a closer look, the radar suddenly exploded. Although the radar was destroyed, Bob was sure of what he saw. Something was definitely inside that mist. Grabbing a flashlight, he scanned the fog, trying to see what it was. As he searched, a large ship suddenly appeared before him, but it didn't look like any modern vessel. Bob was stunned. Several figures were standing on the deck, but their bodies were pitch black, and their faces couldn't be seen. They stood completely still, like statues. Bob quickly called his friend out to see it, but by the time his friend stepped out, the ship had mysteriously vanished. While the two of them searched frantically for the vessel, the dense fog began to move as if it had come alive. It crept through the deck and into the boat's interior. Two girls hiding inside suddenly saw a hand tapping against the window. Before they could even react, an invisible force hurled them out.